Hello and welcome to HealthExecTV. I'm now joined by Nigel Owens, Vice President and General Manager for EMEA at Motion Computing. So firstly, Nigel, how is mobile computing changing the way patient care is delivered?
There are actually a number of changes in the implementation of mobile computing in the healthcare environment, particularly in clinical workflows. The way people actually use the device in terms of at the patient bedside, using and retrieving data within the central system, and also productivity and accuracy of prescribing. I just put a few of those.
So what are the key features of the Motion C5 MCA? How is it specifically designed for clinical environments?
There are a number of peripheral devices that have been designed into the Motion C5 specifically for the healthcare environment. For example, the device is sealed and therefore is disinfectable in the type of environment in which it's being used. There are also a number of peripheral devices which typically would be separate, things like barcode reading, a camera, radio frequency identification, which are all designed into the product, so you have one product that integrates all of those devices for its standard use.
So how is the C5 impacting on healthcare workflow? Do you have any examples of improvements?
Yes, the C5 certainly impacts clinical workflows in a number of areas, particularly in the area of productivity, data accuracy, input and retrieval, and also at the patient bedside, whereby information can be logged and used and called from the central database much more efficiently over the wireless system. So records are kept very much up to date and are far more accurate than perhaps before, alleviating things like transcription errors.
And finally, what are some of the important things to consider when deploying an MCA in a healthcare environment?
There are a number of important things to take into account when deploying such a device. From the user's point of view, in terms of clinician and nurse, obviously things like screen readability, ergonomics, ease of use, and battery life, being able to carry out the tasks in the appropriate time, but also ensure that battery life is very important when coming to charge. The last thing that people need is a device that has to be charged for many, many hours or overnight, which is then taken out of service. So the uptime is very, very important for the user. From an IT standpoint, in terms of deploying these throughout a trust, it's very important for the IT function to have and to know that the device is built upon standard industry technology and architecture. So, for example, staying with the Intel Core 2 Duo processor, a processor that is familiar to the IT function and therefore is easily supportable.
Nigel Owens, thank you very much.
That's my pleasure.